Born on January 17, 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky, Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., who would later be known worldwide as Muhammad Ali, started his journey in a segregated America. The son of a sign painter and a domestic worker, Ali's early life was marked by racial injustices that shaped his character and future activism. His introduction to boxing was serendipitous. At the age of 12, after his bicycle was stolen, a young Cassius was advised by a police officer, who also trained young boxers, to learn how to fight. This incident sparked a fire in Clay, leading him to dedicate his life to boxing. Under the tutelage of trainer Fred Stoner, he honed his skills, exhibiting a unique style that combined speed, agility, and power. Ali's amateur career was distinguished by his victory in the 1959 Golden Gloves tournament and his subsequent triumph at the 1960 Olympic Games in Rome, where he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division. These early achievements laid the foundation for a career that would transcend the sport of boxing. As a professional boxer, Cassius Clay quickly made a name for himself with his charismatic personality, poetic trash-talking, and unprecedented fighting style. His speed and ability to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, distinguished him in the ring. Clay's rise was meteoric. By 1964, he had amassed an undefeated record and earned the chance to challenge Sonny Liston for the World Heavyweight Championship. Despite being a significant underdog, Clay's confidence never wavered. In one of the most stunning upsets in boxing history, Clay defeated Liston, proclaiming to the world, "I am the greatest." This victory was not just a sporting achievement, but a declaration of his self-belief and determination to break the molds that society had placed on African American athletes. The 1960 Rome Olympics served as the global stage where Cassius Clay would first showcase his talents to the world. At just 18 years old, his charismatic personality and boxing prowess captivated audiences worldwide. Winning the gold medal in the light heavyweight division, Clay's victory was more than just a personal triumph. It was a moment of pride for the United States and a beacon of hope for African Americans during a time of intense racial discrimination. This Olympic success was a crucial stepping stone for Clay, setting the stage for his future as a professional boxer and as a voice for social change. In 1964, shortly after claiming the heavyweight title, Cassius Clay made a life-changing decision that would redefine his identity and legacy. He announced his conversion to Islam and his affiliation with the Nation of Islam, a move that was controversial at the time. His conversion led to a name change, first to Cassius X and then to Muhammad Ali, given to him by Nation of Islam leader Elijah Muhammad. This transformation was rooted in Ali's search for racial justice, spiritual fulfillment, and a rejection of the systemic racism embedded in American society. His new identity was a statement of independence from the constraints imposed by a racially divided country, making him a symbol of pride and resistance for oppressed communities worldwide. March 8, 1971. Marked the date of one of the most anticipated sporting events in history, the fight of the century, where Muhammad Ali faced Joe Frazier at Madison Square Garden. Both fighters were undefeated. Ali was making his return to the ring after a 3-year banishment for his refusal to be drafted into the Vietnam War. The fight was more than a boxing match. It symbolized the social and political divides of the time. Frazier won via unanimous decision after 15 grueling rounds, handing Ali his first professional loss. However, this defeat did not diminish Ali's spirit. It set the stage for 2 more epic battles with Frazier, including the legendary Thrilla in Manila. Muhammad Ali's refusal to be drafted into the U.S. military in 1967, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to the Vietnam War, was a defining moment of his life and career. His famous statement, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," resonated with the growing anti-war sentiment in America and around the world. Ali was stripped of his boxing titles, banned from the sport, and faced a 5-year prison sentence, though he remained free while appealing the conviction. This period of exile from boxing did not silence Ali. Instead, it amplified his voice as an activist, making him an icon of resistance and a champion for civil rights and freedom of expression. The years of Ali's forced exile from boxing, 1967-1970, were a time of personal and professional challenges but also of growth. Despite being unable to compete, Ali remained in the public eye, speaking at colleges and rallies against the Vietnam War and racial injustice. His conviction was overturned by the Supreme Court in 1971, which allowed him to return to boxing. Ali's comeback was marked by his determination to regain his title, showcasing his resilience and unbreakable spirit. The battles he fought outside the ring during these years solidified his status as a fighter for justice and a global symbol of defiance against oppression. The Rumble in the Jungle, held in Kinshasa, Zaire, on October 30, 1974, is one of the most famous bouts in boxing history, where Muhammad Ali reclaimed the heavyweight title from George Foreman. Ali, considered the underdog, stunned the world with his strategic brilliance, introducing the rope-a-dope tactic. By absorbing punishment while leaning against the ropes, Ali exhausted Foreman and then, with swift precision, knocked him out in the 8th round. This victory was more than a comeback. It was a masterclass in strategy, courage, and mental fortitude, reinforcing Ali's claim to being the greatest. The third and final showdown between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, known as the Thrilla in Manila, took place on October 1, 1975. This brutal contest is often cited as the greatest boxing match of all time. In the intense heat of the Philippines, both fighters pushed themselves to their physical limits. After 14 rounds of fierce competition, Frazier's corner stopped the fight, securing Ali's victory. The mutual respect between the two competitors was evident, with Ali later saying, "It was the closest thing to dying that I know of." This fight epitomized Ali's resilience, skill, and determination, marking the pinnacle of his boxing career. Muhammad Ali's boxing career continued into the 1980s, but the signs of decline were evident. His agility and speed, once unparalleled, were diminished due to the toll taken by years of punishing fights and the early symptoms of Parkinson's syndrome. Despite this, Ali fought some of his most challenging battles during this time, including bouts against Larry Holmes and Trevor Berbick. In 1981, after a loss to Berbick, Ali announced his retirement from boxing. His departure from the sport was the end of an era, but it also marked the beginning of his journey as a global humanitarian and ambassador for peace. Diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1984, Muhammad Ali faced this new challenge with the same courage and resilience he displayed in the ring. Despite the progressive nature of the disease, Ali remained active in public life, dedicating himself to charitable work and advocacy for Parkinson's research. His commitment to helping others, despite his own struggles, underscored his character's depth and his unwavering spirit. Ali's battle with Parkinson's brought attention to the disease and inspired millions with his dignity and grace in the face of adversity. After retiring from boxing, Muhammad Ali's focus shifted towards humanitarian efforts and social activism. He traveled the world on goodwill missions, helped to secure the release of hostages, and supported numerous charities and causes. Ali's legacy is not just defined by his achievements in the ring, but also by his commitment to making the world a better place. His efforts earned him accolades and honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005. Ali's impact extended beyond sports, making him a global icon of peace, compassion, and humanity. Muhammad Ali transcended boxing to become a cultural icon, influencing not only athletes but also artists, musicians, and civil rights activists. His wit, charisma, and principled stances on various issues made him a figure of inspiration across the globe. Ali's ability to communicate powerful messages through his actions and words left an indelible mark on society, challenging people to fight for their beliefs and stand up against injustice. His legacy as a cultural icon continues to resonate, inspiring new generations to strive for greatness in all aspects of life. Muhammad Ali's personal life was as dynamic as his career. He was married 4 times and had 9 children, including Layla Ali, who followed in her father's footsteps to become a professional boxer. Ali's family life, marked by its highs and lows, was grounded in his deep commitment to his children and his faith. Despite the challenges of his public life and his battle with Parkinson's, Ali remained a devoted family man. His children continue to honor his legacy through various initiatives and continue his humanitarian work, ensuring that his spirit of giving and resilience lives on. Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxer. He was a humanitarian, a civil rights champion, and a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond the sports world. His legacy is a testament to the power of standing up for what one believes in, regardless of the personal cost. Ali showed the world that one could be both a fierce competitor and a compassionate individual. As we reflect on his life and achievements, let us remember his courage, his unwavering spirit, and his dedication to making the world a better place. Ali's story inspires us to fight for justice, to show compassion, and to pursue our dreams with determination. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to explore more inspirational stories that remind us of the greatness within us all.